for my dry fly up here, I have a fly called a Puff Daddy, which is it's just a CD, and we just got another fish. We got this nice structure in here. We have a pool up here. We have this circulation of water, and we have this nice run in here. I'm gonna start off really slow. I'm gonna work my way toward this branch that's hopefully in this shot on the camera. So with our macro leader, we're gonna simply just high stick this, and we're just gonna make a simple tuck cast. And it's important with this micro leader because it's really easy to tangle this leader up. So we're gonna simply just tuck it. So what I'm doing is that I'm stopping my rod tip high, and then slowly I am controlling my fly as I go downstream. And there was a huge rise just right over there. You might have gotten that, probably not on camera, but maybe on the mic. So we're slowly just moving our fly through here. So the method here that I'm trying to do is I'm using kind of like an umbrella approach. What I mean by that is that I'm working my way toward the branch. I don't want to just skip to the best part of the water because there might be fish right in front of me. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to work my way slowly to that branch. Tuck, and we want to keep our setter off the water. And notice that I'm not moving my rod tip whatsoever. Not until I get full contact with my fly when it's directly in front of me, and then I move on. So I'm going to focus on my target where I'm going to cast. I'm going to simply just tuck cast right in there. Keep my rod tip high, and we're going to finish our drift. And there's a fish. And notice when I'm fighting this fish, and this might be either a rainbow or brown. This fish, I'm finding this fish nice and subtle. I'm not making sudden movement with my rod tip, and that is a beautiful rainbow. Beautiful rainbow. I'm gonna keep my rod tip on my side here. I don't want to keep it vertical up because that might tend to break off sometimes. And this fish is fighting, man. And I have light tippet on. There we go, there's our fish. Got on the squirmy. We're gonna grab our fish. Nice fish on the squirmy. And there we go. And this this fish had another hook in him, which is not fun. Glad I got that out for this guy. There we go. So we just moved our position here. I moved the camera a little bit. And we're gonna fish this section now that I've seen some fish rise in this pool. And we're gonna cast a little bit different. We're not gonna cast overhead like I was doing right over here. Now what we're gonna do is that we're gonna do kind of a side cast, but we're kind of gonna cast like a flick, like an oval shape, and hopefully I can get this on camera for you guys. So just watch my rod tip here. I mean, we can do a simple side cast here, but here, I want to show you this real quick. We're gonna get right in there, and we're just gonna flick right in there. It's almost like a side cast, but it's kind of almost your rod tip is going at a bottom oval shape. There we go. It's a nice drift. All right, now we're gonna do side cast in here, just like this. And watch I'm extending my arm, flick of the wrist. Don't do what I did, which was putting your setter in the water, but no big deal. Might get a fish that way, which we just did. And we just got a nice fish. And here we are. See, now I'm watching out for this structure right in here. I'm gonna grab my net. And this is a nice fish. It's pulling some drag out. And I am not moving my body whatsoever. And I'm trying to keep this fish away from that new water, but can't help that sometimes. All right. And this is a nice fish. I'm wondering if this is a brown or this is a rainbow. All right. Trying to get this fish to the surface. It's not surfacing. Must be a pretty good one. All right. Just saw my sighter. Grab our net. And I'm trying to get this fish above me. So when it comes down, just like that. And that is a nice brown. Beautiful wild brown. Now I want to show you guys this one. So the cool thing about this stream, and this stream, it's called Baldwin Creek. We got some stockies in here, but I'm in a section of water where there's actually a bit more wild fish than stocked fish. And that is a beautiful brown right there. Beautiful. All right, so we're gonna head, and everything's been on that worm. And if you want to check out this worm and how it's tied, I have a video on that, on how to tie it. It's actually a newer pattern. I don't think many people know it yet. So if you want to go check that out, might want to do so before everybody starts fishing with it. So we're going to put on kind of an attractor pattern at the bottom, so they don't want that natural. For some reason, they're picky today. Up here, I mean, they could easily eat a squim worm down below, but up here they changed a little bit. So we're going to put on, a tiny little egg. Let's see what happens with that. That's going to slow down our drift a tad bit. Also too, that might trigger some browns to eat. Just cause some aggression. Again, we're going to tie it with a clinch knot here. And we're just going to put on a simple, kind of like a cream colored egg. The simple hot spot, some orange. And we need that fly to sink. A little bit. There we go. All right, now let's go to work. And we just missed a fish on the dry fly. Might get that guy again. It was a big old brown. I set the hook a little bit early. Hopefully I got that on camera. It might go for it again, it might not. Too used to setting the hook a little bit too early with these nymphs. And I just missed a fish. Got that one on the egg. And I'm back up a little bit because they're in this riffle here. All right. Gonna cast up a little bit more. And there we go, we got one on the dry. There we go. Nice rainbow, tiny little rainbow. Now, other flies that I just made for dry droppers aren't so natural. Like I have, for my dry fly up here, I have a fly called a Puff Daddy, which is it's just a CD, and we just got another fish. And it's a CDC fly, and that was a brown. That's a nice wild brown there. And which is just a simple CDC fly. That's a beautiful brown. Got that guy. Got a beautiful brown there. Boop. And yeah, this CDC fly is just the bomb. So again, we're gonna grab our fly. It's a process, but I want to know and make sure that this works, or my fly is ready to catch fish. And that that brown just tackled that fly. Hopefully we got that on camera. Okay, our fly is ready to go now. Gel. So it's a mix between the floatant, the powdered floatant, and the gel floatant. So there we go. Dab it on there a little bit. Make sure to wipe your hands off after you get that dry, all powdered up, stuff like that. Drying off the fly while walk here, and let's cast. All right, nothing there. We're gonna move a little bit. Just got another fish. Oh my gosh. These fish are insane today. I think you got that on camera. I was not paying attention whatsoever. And I think this guy is a brown. Oh, nope, it's a rainbow. All right, so Puff Daddy is the key for today. Cool. And notice that I am just going right back to the same spot, and I'm not moving my position whatsoever. All right, I'm gonna pay attention to my fly now. All right, nothing there. And I want to get to the opposite bank eventually, but I'm catching fish, so what does it matter? And I'm probably going to start noticing a little bit less fish being active in this spot just because I've probably caught most of them. There we go, there's a fish. And that guy got the egg. And this is a rainbow. All right, this is a really nice rainbow here.